Ladies and gentlemen, I suppose I should start with some advice, and if you're ever asked to address one of these gatherings at some stage, then the key thing is clearly not to be number 3 and last in the batting order, because probably everything has already been said and you have nothing left to say at all. Fortunately, Chris and Jane have been quite kind to me. There are 3 things I'd like to just share with you this evening. Firstly, I just want to say a few words about regeneration sort of generally. Then I'd like to talk about the work of the Barry Regeneration Area Board. And then finally, I want to just home in on the 2 projects that we're here to celebrate this evening. So what about regeneration? I have to say, when I took on the job in 2008, I thought that regeneration was all about sort of nice pavements, drop curbs, and a bit of fancy lighting, and sort of the built environment. But I soon realized that actually there was far more to it than that. And what regeneration is really about is about people. And it's about good schools, it's about good jobs, it's about good skills, it's about good health, and it's about an absence of crime and antisocial behavior. Of course, the built environment is important too, but you need to get the people thing right. And I think in the Vale Glamorgan Council we get that now, and in my job I look right across the various directorates that we have to make sure that we're getting regeneration right. And I think we're working better, much better, with our partners, with the Health Board, with the voluntary sector, and with the Welsh Assembly Government. And I think the Welsh Assembly Government is doing this thing better. When you read the strategy papers put out by Jocelyn Davis, the Deputy Minister for Housing and Regeneration, she sees regeneration permeating all parts of the Welsh Assembly Government's works. And this is good, and I think we're doing it better. In terms of the work of the Barry Regeneration Area Board, as you've heard, Barry was designated a regeneration area on the 1st of March 2010. And the board was then formed, and it's a very small and compact board. It consists of the project director and 1 other from the Welsh Assembly Government, myself and the chief executive from the Vale Glamorgan Council. We have Kay Martin, who's here tonight from Barry College, Paul Haley from Pride and Barry, Paul Roberts from Newark Housing Association, and we also have Rachel Connor from the voluntary sector. And to date, we have progressed 22 different projects, and I really do believe that these projects will make a real difference to the quality of life of a great many people in Barry. Some of them are quite small, a youth pod, perhaps costing in the region of £10,000, some quite large, like the enveloping works that are taking place to the hydraulic pump house in the Innovation Quarter at about £800,000. And out there are numerous expressions of interest, I think 9 there, which are being worked up into projects. We've written a strategy, and next week we're going to test that strategy at a stakeholder meeting in order to get the town behind us, so that we'll be ready to go in years 2, 3, 4 and beyond. So that is good news. We're on track and we're making progress. Finally then, the 2 projects here tonight, why I think they are very important is because they are designed clearly for young people. I mean, the climbing wall speaks for itself, but the media project is something I know that young people wish to engage in. And why I think it's very important that we do more for young people is when I go back to schools and to youth clubs, a lot of young people say to me, well, there's nothing for us in Barry. And to a certain extent, they're right. And we as politicians and people of influence have got to do more. We need more facilities for young people in Barry. And the second reason I think it's important is because in the Vale Glamorgan, I think it's 50% of the children under 4 live in Barry. And when you compare the number of young people in Barry to comparable towns in Wales, there are more young people here. So young people need a voice, and we need to be doing more for them. And these 2 projects, in my view, really hit the spot. So to conclude, in the sort of regeneration business, if you want, what we're trying to do is to make Barry a better place to live in, to work in, and to visit. And I think we're making progress. We're not there yet, but we're certainly trying extremely hard to get there, even in the very difficult economic circumstances that we find ourselves in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Traherne. Well, that concludes the first part of the proceedings here this evening.